Well, hello. Welcome to Getting Ready with and Chillin with Chronically Happy. I got partially ready, so please forgive me. I had to do quite the comb over today. My calic is just being a real biatch. First and foremost, I want to say happy Valentine's Day for all you lovely people out there celebrating by yourself or with others. I hope y'all having a great Valentine's Day. I'm happily single, and I'm happy to be chilling. I'm trying to get up the list of my friends to be the top Call of Duty player in multiplayer. There, I'm only number 16 out of my friends list. And number 13 is a YouTuber that goes to Call of Duty events and whatnot, DK Dynamite. The following, and I've actually played with him at one point. I was joining one of his live streams and I was able to add him, so it's quite cool. I played with a YouTuber. I don't know if I ran into him or not. It was during the Warzone days. He still covers everything Call of Duty, and he does all those events, and gosh, yeah, he gets invites to everything, and he doesn't necessarily talk anything but the facts about what he sees on Twitter. He has insider friends. He's gotten the network, so he's a pretty cool guy. So I just wanted to point that out. I'm friends with a cool YouTuber. I'm not sure what big of a following he has anymore, but it's up there. Um, I've gotten to know a couple YouTubers by subscribing and then paying for their subscription services so I could leave comments during streams, which has been pretty cool. So I help support other YouTubers just like I support any of my friends' local businesses. I try my best to just, support as many people as I can because it's just tough out there. I can't even afford my medication. My prescriptions are in for $47. I have $42 in my account. Yeah, I have $100 in my savings, but I've already spent $400 in my savings out of the 500 I had saved. I really just don't. I don't want to see myself spend my savings, and I want to replace all 500 of it. That means I only have like $600 till the end of the month, which is a lot for some people. So I'm very fortunate, and I appreciate and humble with being able to get Social Security disability because I've worked from the age of 15 until 30. I put in my time legally with, paying taxes since the age of 15. So I do deserve a little payback here. I worked my butt off to be able to get what I get for Social Security disability, and it shows. It's pretty sad to say that our Social Security disability system is kind of jacked up because I make more than my mom and dad both on Social Security disability for working only 15 years of my life before I became disabled permanently, pretty much. I've had a couple jobs since I've become permanently disabled, but I was not able to claim Social Security disability because I was going to college, got my Bachelor of Forestry, and I worked 3 jobs because of that forestry college. Last job being with Washington State Parks doing trail maintenance and weed removal, pest removal on the hiking trails, and it was during the middle of freaking winter. And I was like just still getting diagnosed or just gotten diagnosed not too long ago, and I was upcoming for surgery, and here I am several years later working up towards that same surgery. So it's kind of weighing heavily on my mind today because it's just getting that much closer to being real. I had the VA call me twice, or once yesterday morning and then twice this morning, and I guess the third time is they're unable to reach me about whatever. I tried calling them. I don't know what it's in regards to, so I'm gonna have to make another phone call. Earlier this week, I had such a crapshoot. So getting over my sickness for one. If y'all seen my live stream, I had no voice. My last live stream, I was like, um, But I hit 1,000 subscribers, so I had to celebrate the day that I hit it. And of course, I had no voice. I had laryngitis for one full day. Anyways, as I was also dealing with that, I also had to deal with canceling my dermatology appointment, which I'm now hearing the place I'm going to just sucks. I really just, I don't think I'm going to call back and I'm not going to schedule with them. I think I'm done with them. I don't ever want to see any of them again. I just found out my aunt got misdiagnosed and now she has cancer and it's on her nose, so they're gonna have to cut a hole in her freaking face to get this cancer out because she was misdiagnosed for a long time. So this is the place I was about to go to, and I canceled my appointment because I was full blown sick, and I'm like, I'm not going right. I'm not going anywhere while I'm this sick, except for the chiro, which I had to mask for, and then I also went to physical therapy. I can't miss those appointments, man. But any other kind of appointment, they can all be rescheduled. I have to get my physical therapy and chiropractic in. I have to. At least once a week right now, and that's all I'm at. This morning, I went and got trigger point injections in my upper back. So, flipping amazing. I have less inflammation from my ribs being popped out. I have a left short leg again. So, as I was starting to get ready before I started filming, I was doing quite a few weird sexual innuendo looking type of movements with my hips and such because I need to strengthen my core. Not only am I, trying to build up some endurance and strength before I go under the knife again for surgery, but I am trying to prepare my muscle wasted body that is so malfunctioned because it's such a mechanical problem. My body's mechanics are jacked up. Like my frame to my body is tweaked, and there's nothing I can do about it until surgery. And what I can do until surgery though is try to gain some strength and try to be optimistic that it's going to go well, because I've been reading in support groups a lot lately that those have been going awry, and it kind of makes me really, really scared lately because these other people, and granted, everybody's body is different, and it's all about attitude and positivity going into it. But as I'm starting to get older, and surgeries are going to become harder and harder to recover from, it kind of scares me because I also know the chances of retethering. I mean, I retethered 3 months after surgery last time. And I'm not going to lie, I have a little bit of PTSD from that. And, seeing in the support groups and seeing how everybody suffers. I try not to go into them very often because they make me upset like this. But it makes me want to know. I want to know what the consequences of what can happen to somebody with EDS like me that has this surgery, because not everybody that gets this surgery has EDS, but the population is about like 75%, I think. 50 to 75% of tethered cord patients have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome too. And so we're complicated. We have it's a collagen-based connective tissue disease. It's the glue that holds everything together. So when there's extra scar tissue, the insides of an EDSer's body is extra sticky, and the chance of retethering is at least 50% or so higher. I believe. I have to go look at the stats to verify. So, like I always say, take my information with a grain of salt with my dyslexia, especially with numbers. That's why I don't remember birthdays very well. I don't have a great sense of direction because I don't know where my body is in space half the time, because I'm trying to live in the moment but also not be reminded of my pain every second of the day. Like, I'm in pain right now, but I've had, I don't want to be one of those people that is just negative and have resting bee face all the time because I'm in pain. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer around others, It's rough that I have to deal with this, and I don't want to trauma dump on others, and Yeah, so that's why I make these vlogs and these videos. So, y'all have a chance to either say yes or no to watching this. And if you don't want to watch it, then you can just click no and go away. And if you do, if you are interested in it, then you'll pay attention and watch all of these. But, I don't expect everybody to watch every minute of all of my videos. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm a lot. I'm extra. I'm extra special and happy. My doctor just recommended to me today during my injections, he's like, have you ever heard of Tai Chi? I'm like, Well, my social worker in Walla Walla, Washington, he was huge on Tai Chi. And I can understand why. You're probably bringing this up because it's, slow movements, breath work, mindfulness, grounding your body. He wants me to keep trying new modalities and new things to help keep going, because I'm like, I have to keep going to the chiro and I have to keep going to physical therapy no matter what. I said I was kind of without a little bit this month because he's like, yeah, when I press on this before, it hasn't been this hard. I'm like, yeah, I know. But he does encourage me to keep trying new things and recommending different things with movement to keep me going. And he's trying to keep me positive and, which is a good doctor. He still has, not the best of bedside manner. And so he's not very personable all the time. Some days he is. Sometimes he has his moments where he's just, vulnerable and he's, he's a normal person and not just a doctor. Which is what I really do appreciate. I love it when a doctor can step out of the doctor role and just be like, hey, I see your pain. I understand. I know what you're going through. And I want to be here to help you and support you however I can, kind of attitude. And that is what he has. I wish he had a better sense of humor, though. So I slip up. Sometimes I curse. I said the F word in front of him today. I said, I apologize for the obscenity. I try to be respectful of him. I don't know what his views are, but, that's my sailor mouth, If I cuss again, I'm going to say that as an excuse to see if I can get him to laugh and chuckle about it. Like, I am a sailor after all. I don't think he remembers, or if I've told him that I used to work in the intelligence field in the Navy for 9 years. It takes time to get to know a doctor-patient relationship. I think I've been seeing him for about a year now. I think I just started getting my pain patches right before I went to EDC last year. So I can't believe EDC is getting so close. I've got to start making bracelets really fast because I'm gonna, this time last year I had a whole baggie full of stuff already. Not gonna lie, I had so much stuff. I had COVID in February of last year. Funny, I got some kind of sickness in February this year. But excuse me. You guys watch me fold my laundry. We're still getting ready, but we're also chilling. We're chilling with Chronically Happy, and we're getting ready. Multitask queen. I always have 2 drinks sitting around and open, so that's one I needed to finish off. Here's my newer one. The other one was flat. Today I planned, like I said, I'm gaming, but I'm also trying to get ready for the day. I want to look pretty. I want to do another filming later today when I do some crafting, I think. More for those crafting friends of mine, which I don't think I have that many, seriously. I don't even know what video guys y'all watch. Which videos do you guys all like watching the most? Do you guys like watching the unwind with me? Do you guys like watching the chillin' with me? Do you guys like watching the dash cams? I want to know, seriously, what do you guys like to watch the most out of all my content? If you've made it this far in my video anyway. please let me know. Let me know down in the comments. I really want to get to know my audience. I want to know who you guys are. I talk about myself all the dang time. I want to know who these mystery 200 and something people are returning to my channel. Who are you guys? What do you guys like? What do you guys want to see out of content from me? Um, there's always something going on in my life, so always medical updates. So I'm just letting y'all know where I'm at in my journey here. I'm doing physical therapy, chiropractic once a week at this point. I just got some more trigger point injections. I had a hip cortisone steroid injection about a month ago. A month before that, I had cortisone injections in both my SI joints. The steroids just don't help me anymore. They end up having bad side effects afterwards. I feel it in my bone marrow. My bones ache and hurt. And then my muscles and everything hurt around where he injected. Like, I get 3 days, 4 days of relief, maybe a week tops. And then it's worse pain than I had before even the injection. So I now know and realize that I cannot do steroid injections. It's just not for me anymore. I can't do them. It's all right. I'm going to keep trying other things. My freaking famed doctor he won't be certified in acupuncture for at least another year, possibly. Um, you know, I do have to also give my pain patch doctor, me and my chiropractor call him the patch man. Like, like Candyman. Yeah, he's the patch man. He gets me the pain patches every month. He's like, "Do you need a refill?" I'm like, "No, I still have some. I don't know how many refills you ever put on the thing. I don't pay attention, man. I really don't." Uh, so I try to see him once a month and see if we can do any trigger point injections. They seem to really help. I honestly would love to do prolotherapy if I had the extra money. So that's what I'm hoping to do once I'm monetized on my YouTube channel, is be able to have a little bit of money to be able to pay for extra treatments like prolotherapy, the things that insurance will absolutely not cover. I pay all out of pocket for chiropractic. Insurance at least covers my physical therapy. I need to call about my psychiatrist today, and my doctor reminded me that today. He's like, "So your psychiatrist, I saw changed." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, they probably already put it in the system," but I haven't scheduled. I need to schedule so many doctor appointments today. I need to write this down before I forget. I will forget who I need to call and schedule about. Talk to insurance about. All right, let me write this down. So, while I'm thinking about this, my ADHD brain is all over the place. Psychiatrist change. Schedule with Logan. New place. I don't know how freaking far out that guy is. Probably a lot. I may have to stick with the one guy briefly until I can transition over to the new location of my current or previous psychiatrist. I hate it when any doctors in my move is so complicated. So complicated. I've had so many more problems with mental health continuity, with medication management and or a therapist. The worst. Oregon is like the leading and the worst mental health cases or assistance resources than any other state, I think. I have to go double check the stats on that too. Maybe I'll do a completely stat episode later. Like, here are the stats that I found about mental health services. Blah 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 blah. Probably bore you all to death. Okay, I need to schedule with that. Psychiatrist change. Okay, what else was I just talking about? I need to call. I'll call VA community care to see if it was them that had anything community care. Somebody from the VA hospital tried calling the last 3 times. Oh, call Veteran Evaluation Services and remind them not available till March 10th. I called them to put a note in the system twice. They took my preferences and everything. They said they need to schedule within 10 days. These veteran evaluation services people are not very cool. And they're, in my mind, they're stupid because mistakes always seem to happen with them. And the last 2 times at least, I tell them I'm not available until after March 10th. I know that's after 10 days, but they're just trying to push out these exams left and right. And the last one I had is still, my next one is with the same doctor, and they wouldn't allow her to have an hour time frame with certain patients. And so she essentially kind of ran out of time on me, but she didn't because we took an hour anyways for my appointment. She was behind schedule with the person in front of me because she's thorough. She's a very thorough doctor and she took great notes. And so I don't know why the F they are even sending me back there for. I'm so tired of doing they keep trying to F with my 100% disability. The VA wants to cut back, and so they're trying to basically weed out all the people that are 100% disabled that they think, well, they could actually probably work. So let's pop this exam on them and reevaluate them for certain things. Because we're allowed to do that as often as we want, because some things usually can get better, or they can get worse. Well, this has been in limbo. Okay, so this case in particular, this claim, started in 2001. In 2010, I finally saw a judge for it, and they have 2 years to decide. Oh, sorry, not 2010. It was 2020. Well, anyways, 2020 is when 2010 is when I got out of service. My dates, my dyslexia, I apologize. Anyway, during COVID, right around the time I was getting my tethered cord surgery for the first time, the one that I'm about to get again, I was fighting for the aggravation of my Chiari malformation. Well, you know what? I'm going to add to the claim. They need to start paying me for aggravating my EDS, which is what caused my herniated disc. And in turn, that caused my Chiari and my spinal cord to tether with the herniated disc, causing symptoms that progressed into major diseases. My total central nervous system and immune system are affected from having a tethered spinal cord. And it only progresses and keeps getting worse and worse with bowel and incontinence problems. Luckily, I only have slow motility in my intestine, but who knows when that's going to give out. It's overused and it's inflamed all the time because my bones keep shifting everything out of place, so it's making my connective tissue shift everything with my musculoskeletal system moving all my muscles and ligaments all over the place. And I can feel them shift. I can feel when ligaments roll over the top of my ribs. It's a thunk feeling. Yeah, I can feel everything that is going on inside my body. If my bladder is tilted, it's hard for me to pee, and then I have incontinence problems because my bladder will shift out of place, because my bones are shifting out of place, because my muscles are continuously wasting, because I can't go do regular exercise. And I have a lot longer to go to be able to get up to like a normal average person's laziness and muscle waste, not tone bodies. I have like 5 times higher of a ladder decline than a normal average person, especially with all these problems with inflammation that's systemic, that's causing mast cell reactions, which are making everything go on overdrive, which ramps up every system of my body, makes it hard so I can't fall asleep, and then I have hypersensitive pain, and then it's just a big cycle over and over and over again. And I try my best not to ground myself to my body too much because it hurts. But it is a way to help reset everything. But it's just too painful to reset without getting the surgery. And so the surgery is going to help me be able to reset and get further than I can while my spinal cord is jacked up. Yeah, my doctor's trying to stay positive for me, and he's telling me, yeah, the MRI didn't show anything. I'm like, I know, but the reason why my doctor is recommending surgery is because when in the MRI they put a pulse monitor on so they can time my heartbeat with my spinal cord in a cinematic MRI. So where the spinal cord is supposed to be free flowing and it shows movement with the heartbeat, well, with mine it doesn't show that. It doesn't show movement, indicating it's stuck. And so due to that, that is why I need to have the surgery, even though the MRI report doesn't say that. And at least I have a great doctor that knows how to write it up. They have a great team at the Pain Management Center at OHSU. I don't doubt that I'll be able to get this done, and I wonder if it's the VA hospital calling me trying to set up my first neurosurgeon consult, or a denial for surgery. So I'm kind of anxious on why they've called me and not left a message on my voicemail, or because they failed to leave a voicemail 3 times in a row. So it only makes me wonder. No news is usually good news. But also, usually when things need to be scheduled, they say so on a voicemail. On who they are and what they're wanting to call me for. And so when I called the regular VA system line, they didn't see anything on the computer system on why they called me today. I already tried to call once. So, please pray to me that it's not a denial. Pray that it's just some other weird complication with their billing and my combination of using Medicare and the VA at the same time, and they don't complicates the way things are billed sometimes with some of my doctors, because I've used both insurances for certain things. One doctor I use Medicare just for my infusions, and then I use the VA for all other medications. And so it's kind of complicated how they bill. They have to figure out how to do it. I don't know how they're going to get payment from either or from... Because if they send it to the wrong place and I'm not in communication with them because they never answer the phones and they have no good receptionist or billing person to talk to. Except for the Washington locations of my doctor's office. But he spreads himself too thin and he's being sued because he doesn't follow up with his patients enough. He doesn't look at everything and he just signs things off frivolously at times, which is what's really great about him, for one, but also, two, very not helpful when you really need monitoring, like I do. So, luckily, I have a primary care physician that will order certain labs for me. So, I wonder if the other reason why the VA might be calling me is because they're like, why are we getting this IgG request? Because we don't have you on file as having it from us. So that could be why. So I don't know. So if it is the pharmacy, it could be because of that, or it could be because I'm getting a denial from
surgery.
So either or, not a good thing because I'm going to have to remedy the problem. I wonder if I've been on... So one of the requirements for the VA for me to be on IgG is to at least be on the medication for 6 months. And that was the last denial I got from them a couple of years ago. So it might be time for me to start trying to use the VA, but then I don't get coverage from the program that I'm in now. So then that would disqualify me if I went to the VA for using IgG, when I'd much rather use my my Medicare to be able to get my IgG approved, but due to the request of upping my dose, I'm just betting it went to the wrong insurance. I'm just betting. That's just the way it's been going with that doctor's office, not sending the things to the right places because their staffing isn't there. Because he's probably paying out lawsuits and he can't afford the staff in these other locations. Which honestly, he should just close down his Oregon locations. And if his patients like him enough, they should go to the Washington ones if they can. Which I might end up having to do myself. Which is a good thing for the VA, maybe, insurance covering the IgG. But for when it comes to IgG for Oregon and Oregon Medicare, I don't know if that works up in Washington. I'd have to find out. And if they do in Washington, well, then I will just move and just use that insurance up there. And I just don't know what to do about my one medication. I might have to just continue paying out of pocket for it. It's been nice not having to pay for my other medications. It sucks that I don't have the money to get my medications today. One of them is part of my sinus root stuff. And then I also, it's like $20-something for the saline rinse boxes themselves. So I think it's about time I try and figure out how to use my United Healthcare rewards so I can try and get some free saline rinse from it, hopefully. So that's my plan. This is about a long enough video. I didn't do much getting ready, except for folding my stuff. I needed to vent about some of this stuff today. The other one thing would be brain fog. I went through a doorway. I have to go through it again to remember what it was I was going to talk about. Let me just do some lipstick while I think. I'll go ahead and do a little bit of Get It Ready with me with my little finger puppet. Gotta look good for myself. Happy Valentine's Day, me. I may end up just using the last of my savings and saying F it, and then I'm just not going to be able to get tires right away. I don't know. I need to have money for my vacation. I can't rely on just my paycheck. I'm going to go broke. I can't just make minimum payments. I'm not going to get anywhere on my bills. My bill, like one of my credit cards, 33%. I'm not getting anywhere on that stuff. I'm almost ready to do another second consolidation loan just to pay off my high interest credit card rates. I could probably get a loan for a cheaper cost and then have the other things paid off. But then I won't be able to use them once I pay them off. I've heavily relied on those for a while, which I really shouldn't be. I'm spending beyond my means, using credit instead of my cash, just so I can have some cash so I can be able to save it. So I don't know. My credit rating has kind of tanked because I have so many revolving credit lines high. But I don't know what I would qualify for with this credit rating. I just wish some of my other bills were a little bit lower before I applied. I might wait another month or two before I do it, right before I go to EDC. That way I can have a little bit of money. We'll see. I gotta blow my nose one sec. All right, blew my nose. You can see it's all red right now. It's because I just blew it. I'm so sensitive to anything pressure change or any change, to anything on my skin. My skin reacts like immediately like that. Doing my lips. I look so chunky with this. It's so big. Is it because I'm bloated today? Am I bloated? I'm a little bloated. And I do have quite the mast cell activation face. These bags under my eyes. All right. I'm also slightly dehydrated, so my lips aren't super plump right now. I so don't have a straight hand. Alright, there's my lips line. I filled some of it in with the lip liner just to give it a little extra. I should do a little bit on the extra on the other side too, just to make it even. There we go. So I have found the trick to make it look like I have fuller lips. I don't go all the way out to my lip line. I actually cut it off a lot shorter, and then I go down way down a little bit below. I used to have my lip pierced right here, so I had a little bit of scar here, but it actually looked amazing. If I didn't have such bad gums and teeth, I'd have my lip pierced again. And who's to say I might not later again. Depends on if I can get my surgery or not on my mouth. So there's my pharmacy lip kit, classic red. I think it looks quite fabulous. I think it matches this really well. I kind of want to change outfits, but I just wish this was tighter too. But it is nice and comfy. It is so comfy. Plus, when I'm a sports bra, I have really no boobs. Whatevs. The only other thing I got is that nighty looking red dress that I wore to one of the raves I went to, I think. I'm not sure. I gotta think about that. But first things first, I am going to play a little Call of Duty because my controller fell down and I don't know if all the buttons are working right, so I gotta test my controller out. I swear I broke my controller. I'm so dumb when it comes to when I'm not paying attention to everything. I don't pay enough attention. My own fault. Take accountability for my actions of breaking my own damn controllers because I'm clumsy. Alright, I gotta set this down. I gotta get this green bag changed out real fast. Our freaking cans are overflowing. These green bags are for the bottle drop. I gotta turn this heater off. I'm wasting too much money on the electricity with that. Not being out here working. One thing if I'm out here working is drying something off, something I glued or one thing or thing is flipping full, man. I'm telling you. Whew. I'm getting hungry too. I kind of need to make myself some lunch. I had a Red Bull for breakfast and a banana. These bags fall apart, man. I gotta make one hole and weave it through. Another hole here, weave it through. Maybe one more. There we go. That works a little bit better. Let's go through one more hole. Let's do one more. We already got one made. There we go. There we go. Now I can close better. Not like opening up and like making a mess of my parents' car because my dad doesn't rinse his damn cans out like he should. Alright, now I always have to take part of it apart just to get this bag out. Damn thing is so you know. My dad just gets occupied doing other things all the time, so I help him out. This would typically be his duty, taking care of this stuff, but I kind of do the same duties my dad does. Me and my dad think alike. Things that don't take as much time, honestly. Oh, I should be wearing my my cherries today. I need to string them into something. Another necklace that's more Valentine's Day like themed with more hearts all over it. And I have heart beads. I just need to make, I just need to sit down and craft some, honestly. Like, I really do. And it's on my agenda today to game, make some bead stuff. And really get going on my EDC crafting too. I really gotta get my friends interested. I gotta get my freaking packages out to people. I need to like, you know, have everything set aside for everybody. Right here. Oh, I need to get a hold of my cousin and carry it. Her niece is supposed to get all this stuff. Bath bomb. Oh, $20. Lip gloss and sparkle hair. Metal heart and body art. And then holy cow. That is like the biggest jewelry studio thing I had seen. Damn, man. This is the kid birthday party that I went to not too long ago. My cousins, well, my parents regularly go down to visit my mom's youngest brother, and that's where I finally, I know I was going to leave this for the video before, finally got my wiring harnesses for wiring penises for my freaking taillights. I can finally set up an appointment to get my taillight changed. First, I need to buy tires, which is $375, which I was planning on paying for out of this next paycheck. And if I have to pay myself back the $500, that's like already $800 of my $1,300. So, $500 left. Decisions, man. I need to have my taillights figured out. My freaking trailer registration is going to be probably almost a year late by the time I get freaking registered. I'm going to have to pay double for both years. As old and vehicles that are like really getting old and high mileage. I mean, my FJ is high mileage. Just talking to my mom about that today on my way to my doctor appointment. I, I don't know if I'm at 250 yet. I know I'm at least. I think I just recently hit 2222222. I think I had to pull. I think I pulled over and I barely got it. I think it went a little bit past, honestly. I need to hang up those pants. I need to get rid of clothes. I really need to get rid of clothes. I've gotten way too many lately. That's been my therapy, because I haven't had a therapist. I've had shopping therapy instead and bought way too much stuff. I bought way too much with my credit. It's just too easy to do. It's like, oh, I can pay later. I can pay later. I'll pay you later on that. Oh, I can't even get my dressers closed. I have to keep rotating my clothes, and I have like a tote or two in storage that is for the other time of year. But then sometimes I want to wear those clothes and I don't have them here. Such a pain. I wish I had some eyelashes. I have some in my Amazon order box too. I had some little lashes on today. I could wear some mascara, but I hate the makeup, man. I hate makeup. Except for lipstick. I love lipstick. I'm all for it. And then skincare now, because my skin sucks. This is my filing of paperwork of things I need to do. Honestly, I'm not going to go back to the allergy place. I'm going to put all this stuff right back away. Because it don't matter. Nothing else matters. My last previous allergy test, I didn't have that many pop up this time, which really surprises me. It didn't go as I thought. I need to do filing. But seriously, it's a holiday, and I really just don't want to do any of this. I don't feel like filing any of this away. I know they're kind of sorted already. I don't feel like it. I already got to make these phone calls, which are annoying. So yeah, my ADHD is pulling me in all these directions of gaming, phone calls, setting up appointments for my car, figuring out my bills for next month so I can plan accordingly, which I do need to write on my bill calendar now. Now that's going to be March before I know it. And I got to write down. I need to write down all of my bills, when they're due. Oh, I just did get my credit card statement. I think it might be in this stack. I hope it's in this stack. That way I can write that down too, the due date particularly. Oh yeah, so look at this. So all these highlighted, those were all my major allergies. Yeah. All yellow highlighted, things I cannot eat. Sucks. Look at all those allergies. But that's called mast cell activation syndrome. The more sensitivities, not full-blown blood allergies, but your sensitivity's alright. Oh, my bill's not in there. I wonder if I have another pile underneath this other stack of clothes that I wanted to wear the other day and didn't. It's a cute outfit too. I want to wear this outfit. If only I was going somewhere, I would wear it. Purple, light lavender, pretty. I know, I got my other matching sock now. So I'm just leaving that pile for another time. For when I want to look pretty, and maybe I can wear it. Maybe I'll wear it tomorrow to the plant thing. Maybe I'll wear it to the sound bath on Sunday. Although I think I might wear tie-dye on that day, so I can be like a hippie and do this like weird sound bath cleansing thing and meditation thing. I either dress fancy or dress all hippie and tie-dye and stuff. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna Depends on the weather, honestly. Depends on how I feel, what kind of mood I'm in. Honestly, I kind of woke up in a meh mood. That's such a long video. So I applaud you if you made it all the way to the end here. You are amazing. I appreciate you. I'm going to go. Just a lot of stuff on my mind. This is what I'm thinking about all the time, like a mile a minute. Like I have to like remind myself, oh yeah, do this. I need to do this. I need to take care of this. I'm trying to do everything before I go on my vacation in May. I need to have my bills paid down. I need to have my vehicle ready to go because I'm driving. I need to have my working taillight or blinker. The taillight, I keep saying taillight. It's my blinker. My right side back blinker. So I do need to change both my taillights. That's why I say taillight. So I just need to replace my taillights and get 2 new more tires. And I still need to do all the sensors on the tires for pressure, but I don't give enough about those. I'll replace those when I get back sometime at some point. Honestly, the sensor hasn't been going off about it, so doesn't bother me any. I know the batteries are dead though, so dead or almost dead because I had them checked last time I was there at the tire place, and I'm like, great, this is just another expense. And then I still have to worry about whether I want to fix my hit and run accident, body damage on my tail, not before I leave. Hopefully the frame's not jacked up and I'm not going to do any more damage to it or anything driving it, and if the frame is jacked up, then it's totaled. But I believe in my Toyota, and I don't think it's the frame, because I don't feel like it's pulling to one side or another, and I don't know if that would be a thing if it was. I'm not that mechanic savvy to know. I could probably just go ask my dad or Google it, but yeah, whatevs. So yeah, I've got a lot of things to prepare for. I gotta do this crafting stuff. I got a game. I gotta do my adulting stuff. I still need to figure out if I want to spend my savings on my meds or wait until next week. I think I'd rather have the sinus rinse stuff. What is the second one? Oh, and I have to have my medication. I have to spend my last savings. It just makes me so upset that I have to use my savings on on my medication. And I didn't write down my bills this month on what days certain things were coming out, so I overspent before I paid my bills, and that was my own fault. I effed it up this month with my bills because I wasn't paying full attention to when things are due, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I can account for everything that I spend it on: subscriptions, what day they come out, what do I need to cancel, start using the apps and subscriptions that I pay for every month, or cancel it, one or the other. I just don't know what I want to do yet. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to go get some brunch, lunch. Maybe I'll make myself a sandwich or something. I don't know what I feel like. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to have a big salad. I just made a new thing of ranch, so I think I'll have a big salad with my last little bit of turkey tenderloin I have from the other day. So that's my lunch: a salad with some turkey tenderloin bits on top, and I'm good to go until dinner time. It's either that or a protein shake. I should probably do both, honestly, a protein shake and a salad. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much, and everybody have a fantastic Valentine's Day. And please pray for me. It's just a weird mess up with the VA and why they're trying to call me. I'm about to find out. Peace out. He said peace out too.